Wadata! So, the Omnitrix. I've been thinking. It's super cool, because all you have to do is, just basically touch an alien, and you've got their DNA. You can turn into it. So, I was thinking I should make a playlist of 10 of aliens that I'd want to turn into that Ben 10 did not get. So, I guess without further ado, these are the 10 aliens that I would put into my Omnitrix. Number 1 being a Saiyan. This should probably be like the big reveal for number 10, but honestly, it was the inspiration for this whole video, and if I had to pick one and only one, this would absolutely be the one. For the maybe 2 people on Earth who don't know, Saiyans are a warrior race, similar to humans, but far stronger. They also have similar DNA to monkeys. My headcanon is that they're like the middle ground in that 2% difference between monkeys and humans. We just missed out. Anyway, a Saiyan is capable of transformations that massively boost their power, and anytime they're defeated, they get an insane jump in strength, that colloquially known as a Zenkai boost. Being a Saiyan would be amazing. Next up, we have the race of Yoda, or should I say Grogu, as he is absolutely dethroned Yoda in all of our hearts. A jumpy, flippy, force-sensitive little guy would be so much fun. I would probably also try to build a lightsaber to use in this form as well, but just the force powers would be enough for me, really. Number 3 is Stitch. Stitch is probably my second favorite on this list. He can lift, I think it's 2,000 times his weight, and he can also think like a supercomputer. So he is tough as a Saiyan, but he is so much smarter. His one downfall is his density, meaning that, no water, but that's a very small flaw. Next up, number 4 would be a symbiote. Venom and his kin are super cool. Being a symbiote would be like, you'd be able to help your allies, and you could even heal them if you needed to. You could be like the creepiest white mage ever. And I know that the hunger might bother some people, but I'm no stranger to the munchies. Next up, number 5 would be a dragon. So, I know that sounds a little weird. I'm sure there's at least one person out there going, "Dragon's not an alien." But in Ben 10, dragons are canonically aliens, like their own race of aliens, with their own planet and everything. And Ben never did get one in his watch. I would want more of a Smaug or Saphira type dragon, but really any fire-breathing flying lizard will do. Next up, number 6 is Mewtwo. And so now a lot of Pokemon come from space. Mewtwo himself was made on Earth, but they used the DNA of Mew and some others who did come from space, so I think he can count. With his insanely strong psychic powers and his cool demeanor, he is a welcome addition to my team. Number 7 is a Hollow. Now, this might be the creepiest entry, and honestly, if Ghost Freak wasn't a thing, I wouldn't even have thought this would work. So, Hollows are the evil creatures from Bleach. They're human souls that have basically lost their way, or, had their chest ripped open, or, been devoured a little. Anyway, they've come to the point of being something else altogether than a soul. They devour other human souls. And the stronger your soul is when you become a Hollow, the stronger your Hollow is, as Ichigo proves. When Ichigo turns into a Hollow, he's basically an unstoppable, mindless killing machine. And I'd want to take a page from Ichigo and take advantage of being able to make that a temporary transformation instead of, like eternal damnation. Next up is Kirby. This is another case of I can eat anything. Kirby has, the big mouth to devour the foes, and I'm assuming if he wanted to, he could swallow them. But his ability to copy their moves once he puts them in his mouth is very MCU, and it could be very fun and useful. Next up, number 9 is Balrog. He's a big heavy hitter and a fire type. I don't really have a lot else to say about it though. If this was a list of 9, he wouldn't be on here. And number 10, a Transformer. Transformers may look like machines, but it's explicitly stated that they're also organic, meaning DNA, meaning they can go in the watch. Transformers would add like a whole nother layer to the transforming aspect of it. Like, you know, you'd hit the watch, turn into a transformer, and then your transformer could turn into a truck or a jet plane or something, which, now that I think about it, sounds a little bit roundabout. You could just turn into Jet Ray, but I still think it would be a fun way to, like, this is all about different fighting styles, and being able to turn into a car and a robot would be pretty cool. This also makes me wonder about how inappropriate it would be for a galvanic mechamorph to go inside of an Autobot. Anyway, guys, there it is. My Omnitrix playlist of stuff that Ben does not have. What did you think of my list? And what would you pick? Do all the things down here, and I'll catch you next time.